I want to feel your hair right now. You are the place, my only home. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall, repeat over and over again. Oh, I'm barely breathing and feeling to the ground, but each and every time we all stand up, stop like to yourself and me, true to yourself, and that might be we forget exist destiny. So let's shout it out. You will feel love, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall, repeat over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to feel your hair right now. You are the place, my only home. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day whisper like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the souls that we're together. Can't feel my heartbeat, so take my hand to the tomorrow. The heart that can let it be, you give me strength and give me faith. To dark the darkness, let's forget all in love. Sparks just like Hibana. Come, light up like Hibana.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
It'll take more than that to break my shield.
Dependable.
They got me flanked!
It's a duel of the arts!
Nothing's getting by me!
Flying freeze!
What can they do to us?
Stuxia! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Going in!
Can you take it?
These enemies aren't to me!
Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't let my guard down!
Stay away from my friend! Burn in hell!
I'll thank you again! Dragon shout! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Eat this! Here's in the head!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Look, Shen! Look, Shen! I can heal myself, thank you.
Precisely. As a healer, you cannot be rich.
That's the wisest thing you've ever said. Go on!
I lost myself in the heat of the moment. Ready to go!
Benediction light.
Here, there you go! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Can you take it? It was nice while it
Make it rain! Shield!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
So I still had room to grow.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
I'll face you. Take it! Tornado drive! I'll face you. Snake of the abyssal deep.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Does it hurt? Elusive deity! Tornado drive! That's it! Snake of the abyssal deep. Clear for us a path! Aqua Serpent! Rising Wyvern! Swallow there! You're mine! Raging Luna Storm!
Far enough! Make it rain!
Chisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Can you take it?
Going in!
Does it hurt?
I'm on it! That freaking does it!
It's over! I'm on it! Elusive Deity! Tornado Drive! House it! Raging Luna Storm!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Looks like it could be worth something. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around. Ow! Can you take it? I'm surrounded! Raging Luna Storm! I'll face you! Naked the abyssal deep! Clear for us a path! Aqua Serpent! Pesky airborne scoundrel is Astro
Sounds like a job. That's my cue.
We got the advantage! Good! Just have to make sure we keep it. Don't worry, because Raw's on it. This one's mine! Can you take it? You shouldn't have messed with me! Raging Luna Storm! Does it hurt? Not so fast! I'll finish you here! Raging Luna Storm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
This one's tough!
Begin! Going in! Eat this! Not so fast!
Rising Wyvern! Tear!
Hurricane save you!
Hurricane Swoop!
Airborne Beast. My special.
Look sharp! Raging Luna Storm! It's far enough! Not so fast! In a bind?
I'm gone.
Take this!
One more.
Take this!
I'm just
Raging
getting
Luna Storm! I can carve through armor! Piss on!
Everything wrong.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Take this! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Blast! Blazing Flame! Hurricane Blast! A path! Aqua Serpent! Look shot!
Seems about right to me.
Let's see what you've got. I'm like bait to them! Now it's my turn!
Here I go.
Can you take it? Raging Luna! Leave the agile ones to me. I see you! Eat dirt!
I hope this thing is medically approved.
Can you take it? Prepare to be seized.
Actually, perhaps pound is more appropriate.
Let's not need more doing.
Raging Luna Storm!
No further.
Stay away from my friend!
Leave the target to me. Evil side.
Should have met with me!
All right, let me out.
My pride was my downfall. Can you take it? Does it hurt?
Tiger blade.
Bestow their optic interrupted! Bestow thy mystic mercy! Fairy here!
Going in. That's it.
This one's mine!
Tiger blade.
What's this? Raging Luna Storm! Take this! Sword Alpha! I'll face you! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
I'll face
Far
you!
enough.
Take this! Raging Luna Storm!
Tiger blade.
Does it hurt? I couldn't make it in time.
Ready and go.
Not so fast! Smash you! Raging Luna Storm! Elusive deity! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul! Another incantation ruined! Benediction light! Here!
Who's next?
Dark! Can't get out of this!
Flaming radio.
Not so fast! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! These bad guys really don't mess around.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Raging Luna Storm!
Falling storm! Hurricane! Tiger blade! Rising falcon!
I'll face you!
Eat this! I'll tear you apart!
Raging Luna Storm!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Dracula!
My fists are crushing it out there!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
This one's tough! Take it! Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
Tiger Blade!
Hurricane Thrust!
This one's mine!
Hurricane Thrust!
I'll face you.
Glitter Dragon!
Not so fast.
This one's
Raging
mine!
Lunar Storm.
Lunar
I'll face
Robo!
you.
That's it!
I'll finish you.
Tornado Drive! Rising Wyvern!
Begin.
You're up! Dragon
Elusive
Form!
deity.
Finish it!
Shion! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Kick it!
Going in!
Win!
Make it rain!
Blow them away!
You can use martial arts too?
Am I overstepping my bounds?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret it.
Tornado Drive!
You require
This one's mine!
benediction light.
Far enough! What a relief! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Rising Wyvern!
No further.
Suda!
I'll finish you.
Ready and ready!
Crystal
Solar Blade!
I'll face you.
You're mine!
Raging Lunar Storm.
Going in!
Here I come! Rising
Elusive
Wyvern!
deity.
You're mine!
Do it!
Outfit.
In an instant! Impact Block!
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Deity!
Outfit! Castle!
Begin! Raging Lunar Storm!
You're on!
Can you take it? Not so fast!
I'm on it!
Tiger Blade!
You picked the wrong fight!
Not in your dreams!
Begin!
Here's through!
Take this!
Sword Lane out!
I'll face you! Raging Lunar Storm!
Demon Fang!
All things are here now!
Snake could be a bit so deep. Clear for us.
An admirable display of force.
An admiral?
Never mind.
Now I'm in the groove. Luna Storm. Can you take it? How's this? Elusive deity. Tornado drive. Kisara. All yours, Kisara.
There's always room for improvement.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Can you take it? Not so fast. Take this. Benediction light. Heal. Lightning Wyvern. I'm on. So I mystic mercy. Blazing flame. You're very certain. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Can you take it? You're mine! Raging Luna Storm! Elusive deity! A debut performance! That's enough! Dragon Form! Rhythmic Pair! Eat this! Elusive deity!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Dragon! I'm just getting
This one's mine!
Raging Luna Storm! Kisara! All yours, Kisara! I can feel my power growing! Get out of this!
Target blade!
Begin!
It's like trying to keep up to the wolf!
Benediction light.
Heal! Feel like begin!
Tiger blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
This one's
Elusive
mine!
deity! Can you take it?
Let's go!
Armor won't save you!
Benediction light.
And more than will burn out!
I do!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Reload! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I feel sprightlier than before. Get behind me! One more! Far enough! This one's where are you going?
Eater!
Go ahead! Wait!
Not so
Tiger blade!
Brazier brought to the table.
Fish!
Blow them away! How's that? Unacceptable. Raging Luna Storm! No further! Can you take it? Elusive Deity! Tornado Drive! Look sharp! Take this!
Make it...
Blow them away!
This one's mine!
Can you take it? Raging Luna Storm! Benediction.
Primed and ready!
Heal! I really owe you one. Can you take it? Take it! This one's mine!
Tiger
Armor
Blade!
won't save me!
Make it rain!
Outfit! In an instant! Impact Block!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
That equipment should come in handy.
Do my best!
I'll thank you.
Denied!
Does it hurt? Raging Luna Storm!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive Deity! Shading Pile Driver!
Here and now! This one's mine!
Begin!
Take this!
Raging Luna Storm!
Piercing roar! I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's
Don't
over.
worry. Who said anything about letting off?
Now it's my
Going
turn!
in!
Begin! You're mine! Here I come! Raging Luna Storm!
Finish it!
Shading Pile Driver! Begin!
Going in!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
A breeze. Get in, get out.
No further! Snake of the abyssal deep, clear for us a path! I'm ready to rough surface! Not so fast! Raging Luna Storm! Benediction light!
Tiger Blade!
sword! I shall ensure you survive this. Can you take it?
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This one's mine!
Raging Luna sword!
This one's mine!
Eat this!
Going in!
Ringwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now. Man, I'm famished.
You guys want to rest here? Did we really just spend that much money?
I think I'll read my book a little more.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Coming through! You take it! Eat this! Raging Luna Storm! Naked the abyssal deep! Clear for us attack! Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Now sounds like a job for yours truly.
Elusive deity!
I got you. We may get out of this alive after all.
Yeah.
Make it ready!
Bad.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep on taking.
Have this! Raging Luna Storm! Take this! Take this!
Opted for an intricately crafted weapon as usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched.
Not so fast! Raging Luna Storm! Elusive deity!
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Your form is captivating.
I'm captivating?
Your battle form.
Raging Luna Storm!
Tiger Blade!
Take it! Take it! Does it hurt? I'll thank you!
I'll finish you here and now!
Raging Luna Storm! Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Does it hurt? Raging Luna Storm!
Make your way!
In an instant!
Impact block!
Beat me to it! Gotta be quick! Or I'll take him up in an instant!
Impact block!
I'm even stronger than before.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Elde Menancia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Rising Wyvern!
Raging Lunasaur! Enjoy. My reach is even
This
wider.
one's mine!
Crumble!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Begin!
Make another incantation ruined. Benediction light.
Heal!
You're on!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Take this! Demon Fang!
Can you take it?
It's on! Burn!
Show me your strength.
No further!
I'll face you.
Eat this!
Raging Lunasaur!
Hurricane Thrust!
Raging Lunasaur!
Eat this!
Tiger Blade!
Save you!
Demon
This
Fang!
one's mine.
Double Demon Fang!
I'll tear you
apart!
Not like this!
You'll pay for that!
From beyond,
Severing Wind!
imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation of my soul.
Lightning Thrust!
I have to train hard!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Die. I see you.
Double Demon Fang! that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shiona's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadime! Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right. Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
Mm-hmm. Well...
I see. Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh. Now you're into this too, huh?
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after...
Oh, yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey. Ah?
Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right, right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes. What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right.
No.
Sure.
Really now.
Yes. What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Does it hurt?
Be still! I'm surrounded! Elusive deity! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Rising warrior!
Can you take it?
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'll face you! Leave the chargers Elusive deity!
I'm ready!
You're not holding anything back.
I am only beginning.
Me too! Yeah, I'm not even trying!
In an instant!
Impact block!
We can really make weapons with this?
Elusive deity!
I'm like bait to them!
These ones can run rings around us!
Piercing roar!
We've got flyers!
I've got this! Let him march me! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Begin! Swallow dance! Elusive deity! I'll face you! Rotating pile driver! Glimmer dragon!
Can you take it? Take this! In a bind? I'll face you. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Far enough! Begin! I'm on!
Does it hurt?
I'm just getting Elusive deity! Begin! Here I come! I'm on!
I'll face you.
Elusive deity! Dragon!
Rotating pile driver.
Begin! Rising wyvern!
Not on my watch!
Can you take it? Take
Off my
this.
focus!
Dragon swarm! Elusive deity!
Rotating pile driver.
This one's elusive deity! You're mine!
Rising Wyvern!
Watch this!
Make it rain!
Dragon Swarm!
Heal!
Going in! Tiger Blade!
I can feel my power growing!
It's on! Can you take it? You're mine!
Going in! Going in!
Begin! A new melody! Begin!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
You will require a hand.
Watch this! Time to shine! Swallow this one's mine!
Here I come! Begin! Take this!
Look sharp!
Damn! Do it! Gotta be quick! I shall ensure you on myself!
Oh, like hell?
Tiger Blade!
I'll turn you into dust! Begin! Does it hurt? Not so fast!
Igneous
I'll thank
discharge!
you.
Round and round!
Dragon Tail! Lunarongo!
Does it hurt?
Falling storm!
In a bind?
Lunarongo dance!
The picture of it hurt? Not so fast!
Dance!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
What? Begin!
Crescent Moon!
How's this?
Tiger Blade!
Tornado Drive! Begin!
Devastation!
Thank goodness we won.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies!
I'll do my best!
Can you take it? They got me playing!
Dragon Swarm! Devastation!
Tiger Blade!
Raging Luna Storm!
Swallow dance!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Let us take it! Can you take it? You're mine!
Dazzling Spin! Tiger Blade! Falling storm!
Prepare to be sealed, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
I'll thank you!
We may get out of this alive after all.
Things were looking bad for a minute there.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
You're mine!
Falling
Can you take it? Elusive deity!
Tiger Blade!
Rotating pile driver! Begin! I'll finish you here and now! Elusive deity! Push up there!
Falling
Begin!
storm!
You're mine! Eat this! Raising flame! Here I come! Solo dance! I'm on a roll now!
Time to shine!
Take this!
Rising Wyvern!
Look out! Take it!
They really made us work for that one.
Coming through!
Get behind me!
Does it hurt? Raging Luna Storm!
Throb in pain.
Begin! Take this! I'll finish you here and now! Rotating pipeline free! Why can't they just
Leave the enemy arc to
Seal,
me.
can you take care of them?
No
Sooner
place
said
here!
than done.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
Indeed, but remain ever vigilant.
This one's mine!
Take this! Talon Hurricane! I'll grind you into dust!
I hope this thing is
Carve through I'll face you!
Dragon Shout!
Not so fast! Elusive deity!
Do it!
I feel sprightlier than before.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
And the truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Dahnan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Dahnans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Dahnans and the deaths of Renans.
Dahnans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
What's wrong, Law?
Why do I gotta have a vitamin smoothie?
Because you've been eating nothing but meat lately. Your body needs vegetables to stay healthy.
Yeah, but does it have to be so concentrated?
It's better that way. Even if you hate vegetables, all you have to do is drink it. It's a quick and easy way to get more nutrients.
Like you're one to talk. You'll have anything as long as it's spicy.
Which that vitamin smoothie isn't. I know its taste leaves a little to be desired, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad.
This sludge isn't gonna make me less hungry.
I don't know. If you downed 10 of them, I bet you'd start feeling pretty full.
Are you trying to turn me into an herbivore or something?
If I were you, Law, I'd drink it down sooner rather than later. It's going to start tasting bitter if you let it get warm.
It's already bitter when it's cold.
Come on, Law. It's good for you. Quit complaining and drink it already.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.